Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Cherry Creek Schools HBCU, HSI, and NASI Virtual College Fair. A few housekeeping reminders before we get started. You can use the Q&A button to have any questions answered from the representative this evening at any time. Now, your camera and microphones are off so the panelists cannot hear or see you. This is one of many sessions of the evening, so hopefully if you didn't hear from some of the other ones this evening, please make sure that you can look at those presentations that will be recorded and sent to us through strivescan.com/Cherry Creek. Now, at this point, it's time for our session to begin. And actually, first up, we're going to have Black Hills State.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Donald Kiefert, and I am one of the admissions counselors here at Black Hills State University. So Black Hills State University is located up in Spearfish, South Dakota, so about 6 hours or so away from Denver area. We are a South Dakota State University, and we're a four-year university, also have some different master's programs and things like that. So on here, I wanted to show you a little bit of our campus. So we are nestled right there in the beautiful Black Hills. And this is our campus green. So the middle of campus, and all the main buildings are right around it, where everything is within about a 5-minute walk. So we're kind of a smaller, close-knit campus, but that's the way we kind of like it. So, but as you can see, beautiful views all around. We are about 4,000 students strong, and 20-to-1 is our student to teacher ratio. So the average class size is right around 25 to 30-ish, somewhere around there. And so you're really going to get to know your professors, they get to know you really well, and you can create that kind of relationship with them for advising and any help to go on into grad schools or just into the career field itself and everything too. We have over 80 different majors and minors. Some of our bigger programs are the education, teacher trainings, so all the way from early childhood and special education up to specific topics in education, history ed, English ed, things like that. Also into businesses, we are a part of the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business. So we're really proud about that accreditation, puts us in the top programs for that. Different types of sciences, humanities, and liberal arts, including bio, chemistry, theater, studio art, a whole bunch of different types of things. But we also have over 100 different clubs and orgs on campus. And some of those range from, theater programs, music programs, but also into things, just a group that volunteers to go walk dogs at the Humane Society, or we have a campus radio station, a campus TV station that students can be a part of so that they can produce podcasts or music videos. We had a cooking show one time, so that was really cool. One of our larger programs is Lakota Omnichie, and they organize a powwow at the beginning of every or at the end of every year, school year. So that's one of our larger ones here on campus. We also have multiple different residence halls, and we really focus a lot on making sure students feel comfortable, feel at home, because it is going to be their home for a little while. So we want to make sure that they feel comfortable. And we have many different RAs that put on different programs and get-togethers, and also one-on-one conversations with their residents and everything too, to kind of check in with them. We also are proud to give out in-state tuition to Colorado students and all the other surrounding states, excluding Minnesota. But with that, the in-state tuition is $15,200, somewhere around there. But that also includes housing and meals and stuff as well. So that 15, a little over 15, is for a full year, including all of those, as well as scholarship opportunities as well. But one of the big things too is, don't just take my word for it, come visit yourself. We are open to in-person visits right now and tours. So of course we take into account COVID precautions such as masks and distancing, things like that. But you're still welcome to come up to campus and take a look for yourself. You won't know if you if you fit here unless you come here and see it for yourself. So we want to facilitate that. So we do visits all the time. Come talk to me. I'll show you around and kind of see what we have to offer. Another thing too, we are a Native American serving institution. So we do have one of the higher populations of Native American students within all the South Dakota State Public Schools. This is our Center for American Indian Studies. So that is a resource center for our students, our Native students that can go to kind of help build a community, provide and get advising as well as mentorship, and really just to kind of have another family on campus and to have kind of that support and stuff too. Not only will they help you with tutoring, some financial resources, and book resources, things like that, but they also check in on you over like holidays and things and text you to see how things are going. But also if you need help with anything, they will literally guide you every step of the way. Of course, we have other advisors for academics, and you'll also get paired with an academic advisor, which is a professor in your choice of major, so that they can help you too. But these guys can also be kind of the liaison between the student and the professor. So these are huge resources that we provide. So thank you guys for listening. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Black Hill State. Next, we're going to have Fort Collins College.
All right. Well, first off, thank you everyone for being here. And it's actually Fort Lewis College. But again, thank you for being here. My name is Adam.
My apologies.
Oh, you're good, John. We're good. We're close to Fort Collins, just the other side of the state. But yes, Fort Lewis College down in Durango, Colorado. I am the regional admission counselor, so I'm actually based here in Denver, Colorado. And behind me here is good old Skylar, our Skyhawk. He's shredding that Purgatory Ski Resort. And we're going to first start off with where we're located. So down in beautiful Durango, Colorado, southwest corner of the state. The famous area is kind of known as the Four Corners area, where Colorado, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico all meet. And as you can see in this top right-hand corner over here, this photo, we call ourselves the beautiful campus in the sky. And it's because we're located up on top of this mesa that overlooks the entire town of Durango and the Animas River Valley. So definitely got those beautiful 360 views of the mountains for sure. Some of the little quick facts for us: we're about 18,000 people within the city limits. Of course, 300 miles of single track biking and hiking trails if you're into the outdoors at all. We got the river in town, a lake nearby. We also have a Purgatory Ski Resort, and as you can see, all first-year freshmen actually get a free season pass to our ski resorts. It's about a 20-minute drive from campus. You are allowed to have a car on campus if you want when you're living on campus. If not, we have a free city bus service with your student ID. We do have a regional airport, direct flights. It's about a 45-minute flight from Denver to Durango. A couple of hospitals and urgent care locations as well. Switching gears a little bit, student population-wise. So we are one of the smaller four-year public schools in the state of Colorado, sitting about 3,500 students at 6,800 feet campus elevation. And we definitely are known for our diversity on campus. So 47 states represented, 53% students of color, and we are a Native American serving institution. So 173 Native American tribes and Alaska Native villages represented on campus. Average class size, we're sitting about 23, and then a 16:1 student to faculty ratio. And what I love is 100% of the classes are taught by faculty members. So no graduate students or teacher assistants are going to be teaching those classes. You really get to build some pretty amazing relationships with these doctorate level professors in the classroom, outside the classroom, study hours, office hours, whatever it is. Just going to put these all up here. So here's all our different areas of study: 56 majors, 46 minors, and also 6 certificates. Some of our signature programs: school business, our communication, physics and engineering, and then our place-based majors of anthropology, biology, and geology are some of our top big-time programs on campus. So the FLC difference. So for us, it's the experiential learning. So we really are trying to find that right balance between the in the classroom coursework, but also letting students get out and try to get their hands dirty, get real life experiences. And as you can see here, we have plenty of different options for students to kind of get that experiential learning, from internships to field studies. Like in this photo, this is one of our anthropology students that literally just went out and worked with a construction company to do some grid mapping for them. So that's one thing we definitely push, is trying to find that right balance. Getting involved. So we're all going to say it because it's true. We want you to get involved. We want you to put yourself out there, meet some new friends, find some individuals that have the same interests as you. So for us, 60+ clubs on campus, plenty of events going on campus, from our concerts from homecoming to ropes courses to the haunted house. We are Division II in athletics, a part of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, 14 Division II sports there. After that, you have club sports and intramural sports that are happening just on campus. We do have a merit scholarship. So as long as you have at least a 3.0, you qualify for a free academic scholarship that will go directly towards your tuition cost. And as you can see there within this grid here, 3.0 to 4.0 can get you $2,000 to $5,000 if you're coming from Colorado. Some more ways to save. Of course, you got the FAFSA. And then the one big thing for us is our Native American tuition waiver. So if you are part of a federally recognized tribe, you can qualify for free tuition to go to Fort Lewis the entire time you're on campus. And then, of course, we have a bunch of different other scholarships out there. Another big one is our tuition promise. So if you make if your family makes $60,000 or less, you could come to Fort Lewis tuition free as well. That's just a quick photo of our beautiful campus up on top of the mesa, but here's a quick cost breakdown so you can just check it out. So for in-state, tuition-wise, you're sitting about $7,000, student fees, and then your room and board costs for living on campus and your meal plan. So direct costs, you're looking at about $20,000. And of course, we want you to come see you. We want you to go see all schools. If you're interested in anybody, you should be going to go at least get your feet on campus to go get a quick little look at them. So here's just some of our days that are coming up. We are open for campus tours right now. So again, like quick flight down to Durango, or about a 5.5-hour drive if you want to come check out campus and see Durango. And that's our website down below, fortlewis.edu/visit. And here, of course, is to contact us. Here's our information if you want to take a photo of this on the screen or whatnot. But there's our main phone number, our main email, and our website. And if you are a senior this year, or potentially a junior for next year, you can use this code to waive your application fee. And you can use the code FLC apply. And that's all I got. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Fort Lewis College. Remember, if you do have any questions, please put those in the Q&A for our reps this evening, and they'll be happy to answer any of those questions as the event continues on. Next, can we have New Mexico State University?
Yes, well, hello, everybody. Yes, my name is David Cota, one of the admissions advisors for New Mexico State University. New Mexico State University was founded in 1888. We're a land-grant university. We have up to 900+ acres of spread out campus. We're not in the middle of the city metropolitan area where there's a lot of buildings, a lot of traffic, a lot of people walking. We're actually a really spread out campus. We have up to 14,500 students on campus. We have up to 27,000 students system-wide, meaning online and branch campuses that we have around the state. Average class size is 27 out of 1. You're going to have that interaction with your instructors and with your peers, so your instructors will get to know your last name. We do get a lot of students from all over the country: Colorado, Arizona, California, Texas, and we also get students from all over the world: Mexico, Europe, South America, Central America, even Asia. We're also a top tier university. We're actually ranked by Forbes. We're located in Las Cruces, New Mexico. We're the second largest city in New Mexico. We have a population of 100,000 plus. We do get all 4 seasons, so it's not always cold and it's not always hot. We do get the spring and the fall as well. We do have a lot of outdoor activities. So if you guys like all camping, fishing, river rafting, mountain bike riding, all that cool stuff, we have all those opportunities out there. We're also a festival town. If you like culture, music, and film festivals, the community and the university is involved when it comes to that. And we're also a college town, so we have that NMSU Aggie pride in Las Cruces. We're only 45 minutes away from El Paso. If you guys want to go camping, or if you guys want to go fishing, we're only an hour away from the White Sands and Alphaview Lake. If you guys want to go snowboarding or skiing, ski Apache Rio Doso is only 2.5 hours away. If you guys want to go check out some caves, we're only 3 hours away from Carlsbad Cavern. If you guys want to go to Tucson, we're only 4 hours away from Tucson. We have up to 100 plus programs. I'm not going to name them all. I'm going to probably lose my voice. So I'm just going to name some highlights of some of the programs that we have. And here are our colleges that we have. So we have from agriculture, nursing, psychology, criminal justice, engineering, kinesiology, education. We also have social work. We have all kinds of great programs, but these are some of the colleges that we have. And if you're interested in more in detail about our programs, I'll give you guys my contact information, and we can talk more in detail about those programs. And we also have residence halls on campus. We don't want you to be driving home every day. We want you to live on campus. We want you to experience living on campus, have that college experience. Everything's so convenient. You could be involved, make new friends. And I encourage you to live on campus after your first year, so you can have that full experience living on campus and be part of a community as well. But NMSU is required to live on campus your first year. And we also have athletics. We're a Division I school. We're part of the WAC, the Western Athletic Conference. Our rivalries are UNM, UTEP, and GCU. We also play other universities like U of A, ASU, and also some schools in Colorado. Here are our women's teams, as you can see, in our men's teams. And one of the good things about our athletic programs, you don't have to pay extra fees. Part of your student fees, you guys could participate in these games. And we also have a lot of clubs and organizations. We want you to be involved. We want you to put yourself out there. We want you to network, so you can build up your resume and you can have all these experiences. So when you graduate from NMSU, you have all these tools so you can ready and conquer the world as well. So we do have an admissions requirement. You need to have at least a 2.75 GPA, or at least a 21 ACT, or at least a 10.6 ACT, or be in the top 20% of your class. You need to have at least one of them to get accepted. But if you have all 3 of them, there is more opportunity for scholarships. And one of the things that we have at New Mexico State University, we offer in-state tuition to Colorado students. Yes, so as you can see right there where it says the Colorado Arizona discount, look at that number. Remember that number of 17,621. I'll show you where you can put that number and how it works at our tuition and fee. But we do have other discounts that provide for other states and around the region as well. And we also have merit-based scholarships. You could get the Hadley Honors. You could get up to $4,500 a year, depending on your GPA. You could get the CRUZ Success up to $3,000 a year, depending on your GPA, or an 1880 Leadership, $1,500, depending on your GPA. You submit all these documentations before December 1st, you could qualify for these scholarships. And we also have Scholar Dollars. It's a private scholarship application that you fill up online. Opens up October 1st, priority deadline is March 1st. We encourage you to apply for these scholarships. We have a ton of scholarships for you guys to have, and we award all these scholarships before March 1st. And like I said, what I mentioned earlier, we offer in-state tuition to Colorado students. As you can see, if you apply to NMSU, you're considered an out-of-state student. Out-of-state students pay up to $25,666. But remember that number I asked you to remember? $17,621 towards the out-of-state. It will reduce it down to in-state cost, which is $8,044 a year at our university. We also included the residence hall and dining membership, the lowest cost to the highest cost. And we also have the indirect costs, and that's what you're going to be spending your personal expenses at NMSU as well. So if you guys want more information about tuition, resources, programs, and even visit our campus, here's my contact information. Take a picture of that. And also I'll be putting my contact information in the chat box. Thank you very much and have a good evening.
Thank you so much, New Mexico State University. Next, we're going to have University of Arizona. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Molly Ingram. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm Assistant Director of National Recruitment on the West Coast for the University of Arizona. My colleague, Rafael Mesa, Senior Director of Inclusive Excellence and Community Development, is in the chat. So if you have any questions, Rafael will be able to answer your questions. First, I want to get started by acknowledging that the University of Arizona sits on the land of the indigenous peoples who stewarded this land since time immemorial. Now, where is the University of Arizona? We are located in Tucson, about 100 miles south of Phoenix. We are Arizona's oldest university, founded before Arizona was even officially a state, and we are Arizona's only land-grant university. We attract students from all 50 states, as well as 120 different countries who come together to comprise a little under 46,000 total students. We have about 35,000 undergraduate students, and here you can see some statistics from our incoming freshman class for this year. As you can see by this map, we have quite a few students who chose to come to Arizona from Colorado. It is actually our third most popular state represented outside of the state of Arizona. We are a Hispanic serving institution. About 48% of our students identify as being ethnically diverse, and many, many students come here for our 100+ academic programs. This is just a really short list of some of our programs. Some of the popular ones do include architecture, engineering, which we have 15 different kinds of, nursing, business, and the College of Fine Arts. You'll also see that we have an honors college, and you can study anything at the honors level. In the top right-hand corner, you'll notice that we are the only member of the Association of American Universities in the state of Arizona. If you're not familiar with the AAU, this is an invitation-only organization comprised of 65 member universities that are at the highest level of research activity. We are amongst great company with other schools like UCLA, Stanford, and Berkeley, which just really indicates the wonderful research that we have going on our campus. Now, aside from having your academic interest of choice and lots of research opportunities, we have over 600 clubs and organizations for you to get involved in. We have everything from academic, cultural, political, pop culture interests, you name it. All of our clubs are student created. We have Greek life, so if you're interested in joining a fraternity or sorority, we definitely have that. In fact, Alpha Pi Omega sorority, the country's first and oldest Native American Greek letter organization, was first chartered at the University of Arizona. I'm sure you can tell by my virtual background that we love our sports. We are a Division I school in the Pac-12 conference, so we play other big name Pac-12 schools like Oregon and USC. So always a fun time on campus. In fact, we have the nation's largest student-run carnival, so lots of things for you to do when you're not in class or studying. When you're not in class, you might want to head over to one of our 8 different cultural resource centers. Here you can kind of see where they're located on campus. In the left-hand side, the Guerrero Student Center, they are home to quite a few of our clubs and organizations. One that is very special, I think, is called Aromas, which stands for Abuelitas Reaching Out to Mentor and Apapachar Students. So Abuelitas in the community, they will bring home-cooked meals to campus every third Thursday of every month. So lots of fun things on our campus. And I also want to point your direction to the LGBTQ Resource Center. We are one of only 168 universities in the country to employ full-time staff professionals to serve our LGBTQ community. If you've never been to Tucson, we are about 100 miles south of Phoenix, and we have 300 plus days of sunshine. It's a really fun place to go to college. It does have that school spirit atmosphere. It's hard to go anywhere in town and not run into someone who works for the university, is a recent alum, or is currently attending. This is the downtown area, which is about 2 miles away from campus and is very easily accessible via streetcar, or you could bike or walk. I love downtown Tucson because we have the nation's best 23 miles of Mexican food. So definitely come hungry, come ready to try our delicious cuisine, or maybe you're interested in going to some of our multicultural festivals like Tucson Meet Yourself or the Tucson Festival of Books, which is actually happening virtually this weekend. Now let's talk about what we're looking for on our application. Our application is going to be open on July 1st this year. So if there are any rising seniors out there, July 1st is when you can go to our website or the Common App or the Coalition to apply. We will be looking for this coursework as well as the rigor of your courses and your overall grade trends. We do not require you to take the SAT or ACT, and you don't have to write an essay if you do not want to. Once you turn your application in and pay your fee or request a fee waiver, you'll receive an admissions decision in about 2 to 4 weeks because we use a rolling admissions system. Now, you can be assured admission if you meet this criteria. So if you meet the criteria of ranking in that top percentage of your class, or you have an unweighted 3.0 in this coursework, then you've already been admitted. So we would love to see your application. I also want to point out that we do have a scholarship specifically for out-of-state students that is based on your unweighted 6th semester core GPA, which you can see here that ranges in value all the way up to $35,000 per year. In addition to this scholarship, any student who's been admitted to the University of Arizona has access to a website called Scholarship Universe, where they can log on to apply for even more scholarship opportunities. I definitely encourage you to reach out if you have any questions. We would love to talk to you. Thank you so much for listening, and go Wildcats.
Thank you so much, University of Arizona. That was wonderful. Remember, once again, if you do have questions for any of our reps this evening at all, make sure you put that in the Q&A area so they can answer those as we continue on. So next, we're going to have University of New Mexico.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ambro Rodriguez. I'm the recruiter for the University of New Mexico, and I'll be talking a little bit about what we have to offer. So UNM offers about 200 plus degrees. So we have subcategories that students are really interested in under arts and humanities. We have various colleges there, from the College of Fine Arts to College of Arts and Sciences, which is one of our popular colleges. We also have Health Sciences, which is the College of Nursing, Pharmacy, and Population Health. And then we also have a School of Medicine. We also have a School of Engineering and College of Education. And then under Business Policy, under School of Management, we do have our accounting, financing, marketing, etc. You want more information on the degree breakdown, just go to degrees.unm.edu. And that has a complete breakdown of your 4-year track on what you're going to be taking every semester. Also has information for those of you guys that are in high school and you're taking AP, IB, or any concurrent enrollment classes that are going to be getting taken for college credit. There's names and phone numbers and emails of advisors from different departments where you could access and talk to them. You don't necessarily need to even be admitted to UNM to talk to them. As far as school engineering, we have an array of programs. Rankings are on the left, but we have anywhere from nuclear to computer to chemical, environmental, and civil, and everything in between. So definitely, if we have a solid program for engineering, if that's something that you're seeking out, and also one of our more popular ones. College of Fine Arts, so we are known for the fine arts, photography, and generally the fine arts, but also because Netflix has a studio here in Albuquerque, our film production and video game design is very popular and very well, thought out, and in fact, it's right across the street from our film production studio. So a lot of students can do internships through Netflix, and not only in Albuquerque, but also wherever else Netflix has studios all over the country and all over the world. We have School of Architecture and Planning, which have 2 degrees offered out of there, Bachelor of Arts in Architecture and Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Planning. Understood School of Management is one of our newer buildings, so it, hence the campus is a little bit, the building facility is a little bit more advanced, so you'll have access to state-of-the-art facilities, computer labs, etc. So it's we have a top-tier global MBA program, but this is where we're housing our accounting, financing, marketing, management program. So definitely also a solid business program. We do have a School of Law on campus, so a lot of students can do pre-law. So for those of you guys who are interested in pre-law, the advantage you have to apply into a university that has already law school and program on campus is you're going to get a pre-law advisor that's going to help you, finish your pre-law and also prepare for the placement exam once you graduate with your pre-law. And you could apply to, we'll help you apply to not only our law school, but any other law school in the country. So that's an advantage that you're going to have if you come with us to do pre-law. Health science, some of the programs that are very popular right now are, of course, nursing, family medicine, occupational therapy, pharmacy, and then under special programs, we have pharmacy early assurance program, combined BA, MD degree programs, and then freshman honors, which is direct entry to nursing. And the thing with the direct entry nursing, as we all know, nursing is very difficult to get in because it's popular. So just because you go to a pre-nursing program doesn't guarantee you getting the slot of that in your nursing program. So if you go to the honors college through us and you do well in your pre-nursing, you are guaranteed a slot in the nursing program at UNM. Honors college, any student could apply to the honors college. The advantage a student has for this is as you challenge yourself and it gives you more structure so you can excel and challenge yourself at the honors college level at the university. Students get to live all together in the dorms, so it builds community, camaraderie, and we do have an honors college department program where it has state-of-the-art facilities, tutoring center, etc., just for the honors students. Study abroad, so we partner up with 150 students, so 150 institutions worldwide. And then also we have National Student Exchange Program, which is nationwide, where a student can go as short as 3 weeks or as long as 15 weeks to any part of the country, any part of the world. Of course, because of COVID-19 pandemic situation right now, that's limited, but it will go full throttle once we get out of the pandemic. Dorms, we have about 8 dorms that are on campus, 2 dorms that are private. So we have 12 learning communities. So basically, if you're an engineering student and you want to live with other engineering students and math majors and stuff like that, so you have those opportunities. You get more information through our housing website. Right now, through the pandemic, all students they're not required to live on campus, and they all have one room, one person per room. So that's kind of what we're doing. And students are living in pods to acclimate the best we can to give the full college experience. We do have hybrid, in-person, and virtual classes at the moment. We are very veteran military friendly, so we're gold standard. So we also have the 4 military groups represented through the RTC program. So that's an option for students. And for any students, families who are in the military, we have a $15,500 tuition fee waiver that students can qualify to deduct from the total tuition rate. We're also in C81 Division I athletics. Students get to go get free tickets. So we are very high end as far as sociability and students get involved. A lot of school spirit is involved with some of these students, so the students can get full college experience. Of course, because of COVID-19, it has been limited at the moment. So how to read your attendance for residents from Colorado, you'd be qualified as non-residents. So by law, we're required to give you the total tuition and what's going to cost. So without boring you, the most important thing you should focus on is the tuition and fees, which is $24,500 per year, and the dorms is $10,200. The other costs, those could fluctuate. So don't let that sticker tag scare you. You don't need to have, if you're a resident, 24,000 or 40,000 so you can attend our university. So there's non-resident scholarships that a student can get, so it can reduce that rate. The Regent Scholarship is merit-based, so it's very competitive, but if you do get it, you get a full ride and it's renewable for 4 years. Another scholarship that students can qualify for from Colorado is called the Amigo Scholarship. So if you have a 3.5 GPA or better, you'll get the $15,000 off your deduction from the $24,000, and you're going to be paying $9,000 per year as you attend. And the same with the popular Colorado reciprocal. So if you have a 3.0 or better, you will get that the 15,500 deducted from the 24,000 right here where it says 24,500, and you will be paying 9,000 or 4,500 per semester. There's the WUI and LUI Plus. Those are students for students from the West Coast and the East Coast. And the last one is Low Aim to Achieve. So basically that encourages students to finish in 4 years. If you start with UNM the first year and you finish in 4 years, we'll pay for your last semester at UNM. So you want to apply to as a freshman. Those of you guys are graduating, are going to be seniors, or those of you guys that are seniors still, go online, apply.unm.edu, send me an email and I can waive the application fee. We're not requiring our ACT or SAT scores. You can send your high school transcripts and some of you're taking AP or IB or concurrent enrolled classes, send those applications and transcripts to apply.unm.edu, and we'll let you know about your admission within 2 to 4 weeks. That's pretty much it. If you want to take a screenshot, my name is Ambro Rodriguez. I am located in the Denver area. I live in Aurora, so I'm a regional representative. If you want to reach out to me, and that's pretty much it. Thank you.
All right, thank you, University of Mexico. Next, we're going to have at University of California, Santa Cruz.
All right, hold on here. Hopefully everybody can see my screen with my presentation on it. My name is Beatrice Atkinson Myers. I am the Associate Director of Admissions Outreach and Recruitment for UC Santa Cruz. I'm also a very proud alumna of our campus. What you are looking at here is just an overview shot of part of our campus. My beautiful campus is part of the University of California system. So we are a part of the 9 undergraduate campuses in the University of California. Many of you are probably very familiar with UCLA, UC Berkeley, UC San Diego. There are 9 undergraduate campuses in the University of California. All of us are considered to be top tier, tier 1 research institutions, focusing on undergraduate education. The system itself is considered to be the best public research system in the world. And each one of our campuses offer amazing opportunities to students to do undergraduate research, work with faculty who are really at the forefront of their field in terms of innovation, creation, and forward thinking overall. We are definitely a system which is focused on serving all populations, including first generation students, as well as underrepresented students. So we're really proud of being a part of the University of California as a system, and specifically UC Santa Cruz is in Northern California. So our campus is about 70 miles south of San Francisco. It's 30 minutes from Silicon Valley. So for all of you who are really interested in technology, who are wanting to be a part of the forefront of new ideas, getting into virtual technology, working in the sciences, we're 30 minutes away from Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, all of those major tech universities where our students go on to do internships and many times get jobs. We are located right on the Pacific Ocean as well. So we're actually 2 miles from the Pacific Ocean and situated on 2,000 acres of redwood forest. So it is probably one of the most spectacularly beautiful campuses that you can ever imagine. And I always encourage students, make sure to check out our virtual tour. We have live guided tours with our tour guides as well right now while we are in this pandemic situation, to really get a sense of what our campus is like. We are the second smallest UC campus, so we have about 19,000 students. So you have to think about it, UCLA, UC Berkeley, these are about 35,000, 40,000 students. UC Santa Cruz, we're 19,000 students, and that's actually 17,000 undergraduate students and about 1,200 to 1,300 graduate students. So as a tier 1 research institution, the fact that we are predominantly undergraduates, that is who we are focused on as a tier 1 research institution. We're known for so many different things, not the least of which, again, is our beautiful campus location, but we are very dedicated to our teaching at UC Santa Cruz. We have been ranked in the top 30 for best undergraduate education by US News and World Reports, but globally, we're recognized for our research impact. And research impact really means when other researchers in specific fields are using our research in their work. So we're actually in the top 15 worldwide for our research impact. Some of that research that we do at UC Santa Cruz are things like the Human Genome Project. The Human Genome Project actually was finished and completed at UC Santa Cruz, and it is a huge scientific accomplishment and actually pivotal in all of the research that is happening now with cancer, with COVID, with so many other different infectious diseases and human diseases. So it's an incredible accomplishment that happened at our campus. And that type of accomplishment is what we focus on at Santa Cruz. We have so many different majors though. I should add one last thing. We are dedicated, as I said, to social mobility. So social mobility has to do with how well an institution serves specifically students who are Pell Grant recipients. So students who are recognized as being first generation or low income, and we are actually ranked fourth in the nation for our social mobility in really terms of helping those students to go on to be graduating and graduating with low amounts of debt. You also have the opportunity to really get hands-on experience. Many times people, when they think about research, they just think, oh, that's just in a laboratory. Research can mean so many different things. It could be history, and you could be going to Japan with your history professor to study ancient Japan. You could be doing anthropology research and doing digs in Egypt. It can mean so many different things. It doesn't just mean that you're in a lab. And over 75% of our students are going to participate in research before they graduate. There's so many different majors you can do at Santa Cruz, but what's important to understand is you don't have to know your major right away. You can be undecided, undeclared, and actually make up your mind once you enroll at UC Santa Cruz. So some of our most popular majors at UC Santa Cruz are computer science, because we are so close to Silicon Valley, but we also have computer science game design. And game design was actually, we were the first UC campus to have computer science game design. We have business management economics. So if you're an entrepreneur, you want to start your own business, come to Santa Cruz. There are plenty of people who have graduated who have gone on to start their own businesses. You can do psychology, you can do human sciences. Maybe you want to take advantage of the marine biology campus that we have, our coastal science campus that's right next to the ocean. That's 2 miles away from our main campus. So there's just so many different opportunities to get involved and really explore what it is that you're interested in. We have an amazing residential campus. We are predominantly residential. We have students from across the United States and over 100 different countries on our campus. Colorado is actually about our third most popular state that we get students from. And I think it's just because there's that connection with caring about the environment and outdoors, and in terms of wanting to be in a beautiful place. And Santa Cruz is certainly that. We actually have a really unique residential college system. So we have 10 living learning communities. These are like neighborhoods on our campus. So rather than being part of 19,000 students, you're part of this smaller community on our campus, and you have a more like human scale experience and one-to-one experience. The residential colleges are not based on major though. You can live anywhere you want on campus. Just a couple other quick things about housing. We have amazing dormitories that offer single, doubles, and triples. We also have all organic food in our dining hall. We have numerous different student clubs and organizations, so many different ways to get involved. We've mentioned Greek organizations. We have ethnically based organizations. Some of our most popular programs are actually our dance teams, our cheer team. And we have surf and sailing clubs because, of course, we're right next to the ocean. So many different ways to get involved. We also want to make sure that you're going to be successful when you graduate from UC Santa Cruz. So we do have an outstanding career center, which helps you with job placement and career opportunities, both while you're in school and once you graduate. I mentioned a couple of our alums who go on to do work in Silicon Valley. We actually have been rated one of the top schools for landing a job in Silicon Valley by Business Insider. So all of our students have great opportunities to really get hands-on experience. Really want to keep the conversation going. There's so much more I could share about UC Santa Cruz. Please make sure to visit our website and check out our virtual tours. You can always ask us questions. I'll put my contact information into the chat, and go Slugs.
All right. We want to definitely thank everyone for spending their time with us this evening. Reps, thank you so much for the time and information that you shared with us as well. After you leave this event, there'll be a quick 4-question survey that you complete for us. We love to have the feedback to kind of make sure that we make these events better for you every single year. Also, as well, please remember that a recording of this event will be available at strivescan.com/Cherry Creek in a couple of days as well. For everyone at Cherry Creek, thank you all for coming this evening. Reps, thank you so much again for giving your time and telling us so much about your great schools as well. And to everyone else, you all have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
Thank you guys as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.